The alkaline diet is based around the idea that what we eat can affect how acidic or alkaline our body is. This in turn is said to affect many aspects of health, from osteoporosis to cancer, but it's not true. This is why. Now don't get me wrong, because I really wish the alkaline diet were true, because then it would be so much easier to treat so many of these conditions, but the whole concept is really flawed. Now just to cover the fundamentals, the pH value is a measure of how acidic or alkaline a fluid is. Now it ranges from 0 to 14. 7 is neutral, higher than 7 is alkaline, and lower than 7 is classified as acidic. As an example, the stomach contains acid, which gives it a pH value between 2 and 3.5, which is highly acidic. Now this is necessary to break down food. On the other hand, human blood always maintains a pH between 7.35 and 7.45. If it goes outside this range, then you get really sick really fast and then you die. That's why one of the main functions of our kidneys is to regulate blood pH, which is why our urine pH can vary quite dramatically. The amazing human body doing its thing. Proponents of the alkaline diet have attempted to give the foods we eat a pH rating as well, based on the compounds they produce when digested. In the alkaline diet, these compounds are referred to as ash. So a food's ash determines if it's classified acidic or alkaline. Now this image I found on MindBodyGreen illustrated this theory with acidic forming foods on the left and alkaline on the right. Although they have very conveniently left out the nutritious foods on the acidic side, like meat, seafood, dairy, legumes, nuts, and some whole grains. Slightly misleading. But as you can see, the so-called alkaline foods are actually pretty healthy because they're fruits and vegetables and water. These are nutritious foods that are not calorie dense. But the health properties of those foods has nothing to do with alkaline ash. In fact, amino acids are actually some of the most important building blocks of life. We have amino acids in the proteins you eat, omega-3 fatty acids, and even your DNA. So what do human studies say about the alkaline diet? Well, a review of 55 previous studies that looked at the relationship between how much dietary acid we consume and occurrence of osteoporosis concluded there is no evidence that an alkaline diet is protective of bone health. Now this makes sense considering high protein diets, which are acid forming, are typically linked with healthier bones, not weaker bones. What about cancer, which favours an acidic environment? Firstly, as mentioned before, what we eat cannot influence our blood pH or the pH of our bodily tissues. And secondly, even if we assume it could, cancer cells are still able to grow in an alkaline environment. Now, it's true that tumours grow faster in acidic environments, but the tumours actually create this acidity themselves. So it's not the acidic environment or diet that creates the cancer. It's the cancer that creates the acidic environment. The most comprehensive review available on the relationship between so-called diet-induced acidosis and cancer concluded that there's just no direct link. So then why do people insist the alkaline diet works? It's because we constantly hear and read miracle stories like this. In 2009, naturopathic doctor Robert Young wrote, "Kim Tinkham reverses her breast cancer with a pH miracle diet. The following YouTube is of Kim Tinkham, one of my pH miracles, during an interview on the Oprah Show in March 2007 regarding her choice to heal herself of breast cancer using the pH miracle lifestyle and diet. It took her 9 months to reverse her condition from breast cancer to no cancer." What you don't hear is that Kim actually died the following year in 2010. All that said, the alkaline diet does encourage a high consumption of fruits and vegetables while restricting junk food. So it's pretty healthy in that sense, and you certainly won't be unhealthy by following it. But it has absolutely nothing to do with you or your diet being acidic or alkaline. For more information and studies, you can click the link in the description, and be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you found it useful.